Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview, the first one of 2020. So we're going to be bringing you some great information. We hope your vision is sharp and is 2020, so you can make sure to pick up on everything we're going to lay down on you tonight. But as I said, we are Dondee and Marci Nettles. We are your presenters tonight with some wonderful information, but let us kind of tell you how we became your presenters. About a little over 10 years ago, when I saw this information for the very first time, I was at a professional and personal crossroads in my life. We had the fourth largest chiropractic practice in the state of Arizona. I had a very successful AM talk radio show and doing very, very well, helping people, doing well financially. But what most people were not aware of is that I was a father of a newborn and a 3-year-old and never was able to spend time with them. They knew I was a father, but didn't know about my inability to spend time with my kids because of the demanding nature of my schedule, which was about 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home. And every second of that was away from my kids. And so it just became something I was looking for ease out of or some kind of a remedy. And as God would have it, the opportunity we're going to share with you came across my lap. And I looked at it, implemented the products into my practice, and a year later was able to sell my practice and become a full-time stay-at-home dad and an international business owner. And the icing and the cherry on top of the sundae is this beautiful woman to my left, my wife, Marci, who I met through this business. And it's now allowed us to be stay-at-home parents, grandparents, and run an international business that by far eclipses our ability to give back than I ever did having the fourth largest practice in Arizona. So it's just a great, great blessing.
Wow. And for me, LifeVantage really found me at the darkest time in my life. I was a police officer and I loved it. That was my career of choice. I went through the law enforcement academy when I was 30 years old, and that meant my kids were 6 and 9. So even though I was making great money, I was helping a lot of people and I was doing something that was exciting to me. I didn't like they had to make the same hard choices that many of you have to make every single day. And that is, when do you go to work? Or when do you get to be at home to be that parent of the children that you so love? Well, for me, the answer and solution was working graveyards. So I did that for the majority of my career, which meant I was working while the kids were sleeping, and I was home when they got home from school, right? So that was really good. But it was also really hard because I was always exhausted and never fully present. So I still feel like I missed out on a lot of their growing up years. Something else that I learned during that career was anytime that you have some skill or something that you can give to someone else in time before they'll get a value and put it on that time, and you have to give it before they'll pay you a paycheck so you can pay your bills, you really don't have any security. Okay, I learned that the hard way in August of 2009 when I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career this fast. I was stopped for an ambulance that had lights and sirens going. They needed to cross my pathway, but the lady behind me was distracted and she hit me going about 60 miles an hour without braking. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine that required surgery and made it so that I could no longer fulfill the duties of being a police officer. So think about this, guys. How many times have you almost been in a car accident? Or how many times has something almost taken you away from being able to provide for your family? It truly can happen at any given time. And when it happened to me, I started going through a lot of loss. I lost the ability to pay my bills. I lost a house because of the loss of income. I went through a divorce of a marriage that was already suffering. And then on top of that, I got really depressed because I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And I felt like my purpose had been stripped from me. So I ended up having 4 suicide attempts before this opportunity was brought to me by people that loved me and cared about me. When I thought I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident, that my mind could work again and that my body could function at a higher level without pain. And what I've found on top of that is this opportunity has given me the ability to serve so many more people than I ever could in the town that I was working as a police officer. Plus, I met the most amazing men in the world for me, and we get to build this together. So if you have any goals, any dreams, any desires of better in your life, better family time, better finances, better fun, maybe travel. How about just a better future? You just might be in exactly the right place right now, because we're super excited to be your guides in sharing with you the ultimate biohacker's guide on how you can take control of your own biology, because we feel the future is very bright, and we're
Seriously.
super excited to help any one of you that are looking for something brighter in your lives be successful at that. So let's go ahead and get started here.
Absolutely. So we're talking about this new gig economy. And if you're not familiar with that term, or freelancing is another term, or side hustle is another term. It's really the global shift of a full-time workforce to a part-time workforce. In fact, this year, 2020, over 40% of the United States workforce, and in the next 7 years, it will be over 50%. Literally 1 in 2 employees will be working from home in the next 7 years. Great thing for us to capitalize on. Great thing for the world to capitalize on, as evidence right here. Uber, what do? They connect people that have a car with people who want to go somewhere and don't want to take a taxi cab. And as a result, they make money, and so does the driver of that car, and the person just gets to where they wanted to go anyway. It doesn't matter. But it's cellular activity, cellular connectivity that they use in this example. How about Airbnb? They connect people that have a spare room with people that don't want to sleep in a hotel. And as a result, Airbnb gets paid, and so does the people who have the spare room. And the people that sleep in the room don't care. They just slept somewhere outside their house. It's the ability to connect people that have something with people that want something, and do it on a digital, convenient platform. Now, Amazon and Facebook have changed the way the human beings exist. They talk with each other. 30% of the human race talks with each other every day on Facebook. And Amazon has changed the way people buy and sell things. It literally is that simple. But everything that is on the screen right now is capitalizing on 2 things. People looking for something, people having something, and the ease of connectivity through your mobile device, and everybody has a mobile device. So that's why we start this way, because we offer the same exact capacity to connect people who want better health and finances with a company that provides that. Hello, it's us doing it from a digital platform. But business has changed in the world, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. And so we want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what you need to be looking for as you go through this overview. We're going to be hitting 6 specific areas. Right now, we're talking about the trends that are going on in this world. We're also going to be sharing products that are ahead of trends and are provided by this company. We're going to be talking about LifeVantage, that is the company that we're here to represent, as well as the timing and system that are in place to help you be successful, and a compensation plan that is amazing. And we're excited to share all of that information with you tonight. So what if you could be one of those great connectors that uses your cell phone to connect people that are looking for greater health and wellness, and with a new technology called Nutrigenomics that we're at the pioneers of? We're at the forefront of this new technology. What is it? It is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. So we're going to be sharing a lot of third-party validation with you guys tonight, certificates that our products have won, as well as science, because we don't want you to think that you just have to take our word for it. There are many, many people out that are talking about what we have, including right here on this page. You can see the Today Show and Fox News are all talking about nutrigenomics and taking control of your DNA. So the projected market for nutrigenomics, it's actually expected to exceed over $17 billion being spent by 2023. You're like, why? The reason is it's because we're all super tired of being hijacked.
Absolutely. Since 2003, April to be specific, of 2003, they've mapped out the human genome, and now we have choices we never previously had. Hijacking is obviously a negative thing, but we do it voluntarily every day. Because 10 years ago, people with 1 job could pay bills. Now people with 2 and 3 jobs are having a difficulty paying bills. Again, remember, the global population is going to a part-time workforce, so that these side hustles topped on top of each other are putting people through extra work hours, extra physical, emotional stress, which leads to financial stress, especially when the money runs out and there's still a week left in the month. It's happening all over the world. How about biochemically? Look at the preservatives and the colors and the additives in the foods that you have in your pantry and your refrigerator, and even on the menus that we eat at a lot of times. We are voluntarily putting ourselves into a situation mostly out of ignorance. We now have a choice. to be biohackers. And maybe you're familiar with that term, maybe you're not, but I guarantee you're familiar with the practice. If you've ever opted for apple wedges instead of supersized fries for your kid's Happy Meal, then you're already a biohacker. Or if you've ever opted for ice water instead of, say, a soda, you're a biohacker. It's making better, more common sense choices to take control of your own biology and literally becoming the best person you can be at the genetic level. Interestingly enough, becoming the best version of yourself. So this thing again, nutrigenomics as opposed to pharmacogenomics, key here is genomics. That means your DNA. It's using the research on how nutrients and natural compounds affect your health and affect your genes in a positive way. Check out this 3-minute video on who we are as a company, what we are as a company, but more importantly, why we do what we do. Check this out.
LifeVantage began in a lab with a single powerful scientific discovery. A discovery that proved that people around us have more capacity, potential, and ability within them than we have been led to believe. At LifeVantage, we can no longer accept the limits of the human condition. So we began introducing the world of biohacking. The idea that you can be better today than you were yesterday. That you can take control of your own biology. That your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. You don't have to simply accept the hand you've been dealt. In just a few short years, LifeVantage has brought biohacking to the mainstream, shortening the gap between cutting-edge scientific research and the customer. Every day in research labs around the world, we are learning how much more our bodies can do for us if we only flip the right internal switches. So we're creating products that flip those switches. And we're doing it with a dedication to quality and safety and a different approach to selling those products. Sure, we could have gone the expected route, sold our products on big box shelves just like everyone else. In fact, at first we did just that. But we realized something. Our product sales were fueled by word of mouth and personal success stories, not marketing dollars. So we stopped paying big box stores and started paying our customers for what they were already doing, which allowed us to eliminate the gamble of traditional advertising in favor of performance-based payouts. And in the process, we ended up turning biohacking into a movement, empowering women, minorities, and all entrepreneurs to break societal barriers and realize what they're capable of, fueled by the power of a leveraged income. From 127 biohackers when we began to over 1 million in less than a decade. The movement has become a global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. And our products aren't the only way we're investing in human potential. We're creating hardworking technology using AI, machine learning, and mobility to make it as easy to run a LifeVantage business as it is to take an Uber.
Welcome to the LifeVantage app.
Because of that first profound discovery, we are fiercely dedicated to helping others see what we have seen, to see the immense potential in those around us. It's an inspiring way to see the world. It's why the biohacker movement continues to grow at a blistering pace. It's why giving back to our communities is a fundamental core belief. It's why in a few short years, we have expanded into 15 countries and counting and grown from one groundbreaking nutrigenomic product to over 20. It's why we now have relationships with CEOs, sports teams, and influencers. It's why LifeVantage has grown from $3 million in revenue our first year to closing in on $250 million. And it's why we will never stop. Because to change the way the world sees, you can't merely settle for different. You have to be better and engineer a world of potential in the process.
We are so excited what we have in our hands because we truly are different. We are not just another supplement company because we are not here to supplement something that is deficient. We're here to activate. We're an activation company. We want to activate your survival genes that have just gone to sleep. They've gone dormant as you age. So we're here to share with you 6 different areas of products, including anti-aging, skin care, hair care, pet care, energy, and weight loss. There's already $600 billion being spent in these areas, and I would almost guarantee that each one of you are already spending money on these products in these areas. We're just here to show you additional choices that you just might like and benefit from more.
And we can pretty much predict because what we know since April of 2003 when we mapped out the human genome is that spending on genetic testing has doubled every year for the last 3 years. 25 million people did Ancestry.com or 23andme.com because they're trying to figure out how their genes work. Well, we have 3 products. This is the first that are addressing specifically and directly the 3 most prominent theories of aging. So this one is the free radical theory of aging, also known as oxidative stress. PROTANDIM, NRF2, and the 5 ingredients that you see at the bottom, the natural ingredients, deal directly with your body's ability to fight off the effects of oxygen, which is in every single breath you take. So you can't get away with it or away from it until you hold your breath, and that's not conducive for life. So don't do it very long. But if you're continuing breathing and that is your objective, this product right here will turn back on those genes that Marci talked about going dormant in you and help them be more efficient. And what does it do? According to the National Institute on Aging, in a 10-year retrospective study that they did, it extends life. 7% in mice. Maybe some of you might look around and figure out you don't have a tail and you don't have a craving for cheese and you're not a mouse, and you'd be right, but you are a mammal. And mammals, mice are mammals, we share the same system. So we can take that data and superimpose it over the human being, and 7% is 4.5 to 5 years.
Wow.
Think of how many people you would like to have had around 4.5 to 5 years longer, because 7% is a big deal. So those 5 natural ingredients, and it's not just our company's opinion or my and Marci's opinion. You look at the bottom right of your screen, the NSF, which is the gold standard in consumable products, and specifically the BSCG, which stands for Banned Substances Control Group, has approved this product for elite, Olympic, and collegiate athletes. And we think if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you and your family. This is step 1 in that. Now, and it's not just our opinion. Independent research has been done, third-party endorsed and financed at universities like Harvard, where they've got those wicked smart people out there. Or how about Virginia Commonwealth University or Ohio State University? That's just a sampling. Over 26 peer-reviewed and published studies in medical journals, like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine, or Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association, just to name a few. And that is this product, finished product, not individual ingredients. This is unparalleled research, and you can check it out yourself at pubmed.gov, which you can see right there on the top center of your screen. But this is the first theory of aging, but maybe science isn't your deal. Maybe science would bore you like it does many people. How about media coverage? NBC profiled this product. Wall Street Journal did a cover story on this product. The Today Show profiled this product. ABC News did an entire expose on this product, which Marci will tell you about a little later. PBS did a series on it, and Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond, of all people, come out and hold up that bottle in front of the world and say, I found the fountain of youth, Dr. Phil. I take it every day. It's called PROTANDIM, and it works. That was his exact quote. But maybe media is not your deal. Maybe you're looking at the business side. If you look at the bottom, we have patents on this. Not patents pending, patents issued on the intellectual property of this amazing product to protect you and your business well into the future. So this is the step 1. The step 2 is the other theory of aging that deals with the cells. It's called the mitochondria theory of aging, or the lack of energy. 85% of all doctor visits can be attributed to some kind of a lack of energy or efficiency in the body, and we can nail directly the cause being mitochondria deficiency. So the 5 ingredients that you see at the bottom, again, take this mitochondria, ramp it up, turn it back on, and it's gone dormant, which is a natural process in your body. And what it does, gives you improved performance throughout your entire cellular structure, improved health of your mind, your focus, concentration. Mitochondria increase energy. Unbelievable what this can do. And again, NSF and BSCG approved. Now, the third and final most prominent theory of aging that scientists and researchers are diving deeply into right now is the sirtuin theory of aging. If you've ever heard of intermittent fasting or timed restricted eating, or how about keto? If you've heard of the ketogenic diet, all 3 of those things are dealing directly with the sirtuin theory of aging, more specifically with NAD. This product increases your body's natural production of NAD by 100% in just the first 24 hours. And in doing so, improves cellular longevity, communication of your cells with energy exchange, mental focus, concentration, physical and mental energy. Who would like to have a better mood? Anybody know anybody that you would tell, hey, I think you could probably benefit from a better mood? Unbelievable what these 3 products can do. But individually, they're magnificent, but stacked together in what we call our tri-synergizer, unbelievable results. If you look at the 3 individual bar graphs at the bottom, the 2 columns on the left of each equation, NRF2 being on the left, NRF1 being in the center, and NAD being on the right, the 2 bar graphs on the left represent that product taken by itself. The 2 bar graphs on the right in each example is all 3 products taken together. This is the stacked approach, or synergy backed by synergy, which gives us 1 + 1 + 1 = 30. How about that in your body? Dealing with all 3 of the most prominent theories of aging at the exact same time with natural products. That is unbelievable, my friends. That's what we've got. Now, probiotics. Many of you are familiar with probiotics. We have a product called ProBio. You might be asking, how is it different than any other probiotic? And the answer is extremely different. First and foremost, it's not what you eat that matters. It's what you digest of what you eat that matters. And that only happens when you've got a normal, what is called microbiome, or the bacteria in your digestive system. So we take the same bacteria, just much, much less of it, and we put it in a more efficient delivery system. Because the reality is your stomach is filled with acid and it neutralizes most of the probiotics on the market. So we made it round so it passes through your digestive system very quickly. And we put a coating on it called BioTract and infused it with Wellmune to stimulate your immune system in the process. And 60% of what you put in your mouth living gets down to the lower intestine where it belongs and actually has a chance to activate, versus only 4%. Which is why you have to buy so many billions and billions and billions of active yeast cultures, because only 4% of it gets through the stomach anyway. So 15 times more powerful. So you're spending less money and getting more product. Unbelievable product there. Now, Omega Plus. Free fatty acids are a big deal. In fact, how big? Your brain can't live without them. Your cardiovascular system can't live without them. That big. And many people choose fish oil as their source. And maybe some of you was like, you already had a knee-jerk reaction, like, oh my gosh, you have vivid memories of those fish burps you used to have. Not a problem with this product, my friends, because we take purity. Here's the thing with fish oil. If you don't have to process it to get the mercury out in the first place, it's a great start. So we take the most pure oceans in the world. We get the most pure fish from the most pure oceans, what we call boat to bottle purity. Literally GPS location on these lot numbers on where these fish were harvested from. And we did some pretty amazing things. We just took science and nature and took lemon oil, essential oil of lemon, and infused it into the fish oil. So even if you do burp, it doesn't taste like fish. It tastes like lemon. And I've never heard anybody be offended by lemon because it's the sour taste, not the smell. Most lemon is amazing for a smell. So there you go. That's just one of the reasons why this amazing product is by far superior, and it's EPA and DHA balanced, so you're getting what your body needs.
Oh my gosh, so good. So these are all activation products. Let's talk about some beauty and visual enhancing products, right?
Yes.
So let's start here with, many of you have got New Year's goals or resolutions to drop a few pounds, to lose some inches, to be able to move better, perform better, look better all the way around. So let's start with our Physique Smart Weight Management System. We've got 3 amazing supporting actors to the products that Dondee just went over to help you optimize your benefits and results in your weight management. Starting with Physique Prebiotic. This is actually food for the ProBio that Dondee just talked about. It's going to help you feel less hungry and maintain a balanced blood sugar level throughout the day. Adding in Physique Fat Burn, this is going to be your friend. It's going to help you fight the visceral fat, or that difficult fat to reach and get rid of. It's going to help break it down into pieces that you're going to use throughout the day for energy, supporting that weight management again. Because we're fighting that fat, we've got to also make sure that we are taking care of our lean muscle mass. The third product here, Physique Protein Powder, is BSCG approved. There's 18 grams of protein per serving and less than 1 gram of sugar. So the Physique Smart Weight Management System, combined with a healthy diet and exercise, is going to help you accomplish all of your goals and stay with them. So get on it today. Now, the ultimate stack consists of all 3 PROTANDIM products, as well as ProBio, Omega Plus, and the Physique Prebiotic. These 5 products together are considered to be for the serious people that are taking their health 100% forward in 2020. From your gut to your brain, energy to mood, and even motivation, this stack has got you covered, as well as coming to you with free shipping. So ultimately, the ultimate stack is really what you need to be doing to activate your body. Now, AXIO, this is not an energy drink. This is actually brain food. So it's a powder that you mix with water that's going to improve your mental endurance, mental acuity, concentration, and memory retention. It's going to help increase that positive mood that Dondee was just mentioning, as well as reducing mental fatigue and brain fog. And it's all through enhancing your neurotransmitter function. So balancing out brain chemistry. This is a really clean formulation, low calorie, low carb, vegan. It's also BSCG approved and free of all those things that you don't want, like extra sugars, artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners. It's GMO free, it's gluten free, plus it comes in decaf and caffeinated options, so it's great for people of all ages. True Science. This is actually a brand name, guys. We've expanded from just having our beauty system or your skincare regimen, it's a 4-part system, into actual hair care as well. We'll talk about that next. So first of all, this is a 4-part beauty system. Super clean, great for you, because everything that you put on your body absorbs into your skin and into your bloodstream. So you've got to make sure that you're careful about what you're using. It's also green for the environment. If you've ever heard of the Think Dirty app, you can go and check out on the Think Dirty Shop Clean app to see exactly how clean the items that you're personally using on your body and around your house for cleaning, and whether or not you're creating more of a toxic load than you've been aware of. So using these products, you're going to have younger looking skin. It's more luminous skin. How about smoother feeling skin, and hydration is going to be amazing. This is the only NRF2 activated skincare regimen on the market, and the only one that's going to help activate your skin's natural ability to heal itself. So amazing, amazing products. Now, the hair care system that I mentioned, this is actually award-winning, guys. Silver Stevie Award in 2019, plus that Think Dirty app we were just talking about. It awarded our scalp treatment for the best scalp treatment in 2019. That's an amazing, amazing thing, because if you want healthy, fuller, shiny hair, you have to start at your scalp. It doesn't start at the ends, it starts at your scalp. And this system focuses on a healthy scalp. It's a very clean formula again. It's NRF2 ingredients. It helps to protect your scalp from those environmental assaults. It's going to help you have less hair breakage, increase in hair shine, increase in hair volume, reducing that scalp dryness, as well as reducing hair frizz. So an amazing, seriously, confidence. Hair confidence is a real thing, right? What other part of your body do you think I have a good hair day or a bad hair day, right? No other part of your body. So it's super important to take care of your hair starting at your scalp. And now the final product in our catalog of products is not the least important. In some homes, it's the most important. It's for our 4-legged family members.
Our fur babies.
Yes, this is PROTANDIM NRF2 formulated for dogs. It's going to help reduce that damage inside of their cells, prolonging their lives, increasing the shine of their coat, playfulness, giving them more energy. How about supporting their joint health, hearing, and eyesight? This is the only NRF2 activated product on the market to help reduce oxidative stress in dogs. You've got to get this in your shopping cart immediately. Now, these products, you can obviously tell we're super excited about them. And there's all kinds of third-party validation that we've been sharing. So let's talk about the company a little bit. LifeVantage has been around since 2003. We've had that PROTANDIM NRF2 product sold on store shelves way back then. But the problem was people didn't understand what the technology was and why it was so important for everyone that breathes to take it, until an ABC Primetime investigative report aired back in 2005. So when John Quinones came on, had his blood drawn, used our products on the camera and came back and had greater results than what our science even showed. When people saw that, they wanted this product. They ordered it. We had almost $5 million in orders almost overnight. You know what else happened? We started getting phone calls from all those scientists and researchers that knew exactly what we were talking about when we said oxidative stress, and they knew what they were studying in their labs was directly related to the breakdown of our cells. And there had never been anything before that could help reduce that damage at such a significant rate. So they wanted to use our product in their research, our finished product, okay?
Right.
This is really important. It's finished product science. We are not telling you we have science and only showing you science on an ingredient. This is finished product science that you can go and see at pubmed.gov. So where have we come from then? We realized that we had to be able to get our products into people's hands more effectively, help them understand exactly what it was at, and store shelves just wasn't doing the job. So in 2009, we decided that network marketing or word of mouth marketing education was the best way to go to help more people become biohackers and take control of their own biology. You can go and check out all of this, by the way. We've been publicly traded and we are on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. As a matter of fact, in 2 days from now, we have been invited by NASDAQ to come and ring the closing bell because our stock is performing so well. It's super exciting. It's a great honor to be able to be asked to do that. And it's all, combined with our corporate leadership, we have got such an amazing, amazing opportunity. They have well over 100 plus years combined between them from taking companies from our size up into the $1 billion mark. So we're super excited for the next 3-5 years. Currently, we are open in these top 2 rows of flags are the countries that we're open in for businesses. Okay, so global expansion is exciting. Top 2 rows is where people can be distributors. They can share the information with people they love and care about, and they can either become distributors or customers in those countries. Plus, the bottom row is countries that are active in our global customer program. So here in these countries, we don't have the availability for distributors yet. This is the first step moving towards that. But people in these countries can learn about our products from people working in the top 16 markets or 19 countries in the top 2 rows and have the product shipped directly to them from LifeVantage to their doors, and they can become biohackers and start using nutrigenomics to take control of their health. So being a first-time network marketer, I knew that I needed to have a proven system in place. The products alone and the company alone just couldn't be all there was. I needed to have people that had already seen success and a system that I could follow so that I could have success as well. I had always had that dream of having a laptop lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen the pictures on social media. I know you have. Somebody sitting in a lawn chair and you can see their feet and they've got their laptop sitting there, and in the background there's either a beautiful pool or a lake or an ocean, and they say, "My office for the day, I wish you were here." I wanted that. Oh, but what LifeVantage has brought me is so much better. With social sharing, using my cell phone and the LifeVantage app, I can actually have a lifestyle from my cell phone. So a cell phone lifestyle, to where anywhere that I have cell service or Wi-Fi, I can run my international business from wherever I'm at. Simple, easy. It's my business. I get to take control on my terms, but there's always a team of people that I can reach out to work with, because this is my business. This will be your business, but you're never going to be alone. We always have our regional and corporate trainings. As a matter of fact, next week, regionally, there are LifeVantage academies that are happening. In February, we're going to be in Cancun for a corporate elite academy. And then there's going to be regional events happening around the United States to where you can plug in, learn the information you need to become a professional network marketer and build a leveraged income. So continuing with the system, every single person that becomes a distributor gets their own personal replicated website. They're beautiful, they're professional, and they have all the information that you need to be able to share information on our products, what it means to be a biohacker, what LifeVantage is all about, and what the opportunity there is that LifeVantage offers, all from this website. Plus, They've made checking out customers super easy from the same site. You just go into the checkout, and when you've talked to someone and they know exactly what products they want to get started in, you start a personalized shopping cart for them. Add whichever products you've been discussing, copy the link and send it over to them, and all they have to do is put in their personal information, payment information, and check out. And voila! You have grown your business just like that, using the system in place here at LifeVantage. But how about we make it one step easier? What if you use this LifeVantage app that we've been talking about and you eliminate one of the steps, because their personal information is already going to be plugged in when you create the shopping cart for them. Send them over the link. All they have to do is put in their payment information and check out, and you have a new customer. They're now biohackers, and again, you have grown your business. It's amazing. I love it. So because this is network marketing, we want to make sure that we cover all of the bases, okay? We hear frequently concerns about network marketing. 3 in particular. The first one is nobody makes any money in network marketing. Or the second one is only the people at the top make all of the money. And the third is nobody ever helped me. Right? So the first one here is what we're going to be talking about on this slide, network marketing facts. We're going to be talking global billions of dollars. So back in 2011, $158 billion was spent on either products or services from a network marketing company and distributor. That jumped up in 2017 to $189 billion being spent on products or services from a network marketing company. The reason why that's so important is that on average, companies pay out 40% of every single dollar to the person or distributor that shared the information on the products and services. So 40% of $189 billion is a lot of money that has been made in network marketing by common people just like us and maybe like you.
Absolutely. But it all comes down to this. This is the most important slide for you, timing. First of all, is it the right timing for the world? In other words, do people want products like you just heard us talk about? And do people want a stay-at-home business opportunity where they become their own boss? The global population is moving in both directions. So the timing is there. The question is it the right timing for you in this specific company? So I'm going to share with you 2 curves that you see on your screen there. The first one is the red curve. It's how people deal with change. We are creatures of habit. Most people don't embrace change. And the other blue curve there is called the business S curve. I'm going to talk about the red curve first. So when you share this information with people, there's going to be about 2.5%, a very small population of people that jump on board. And I'm going to give you a real life example. How many of you were like me and had a BlackBerry when the iPhone came out? You were hearing great things about the iPhone. I was thinking, why would a computer company come out with a phone? I'm sticking to my BlackBerry. I wanted 2 things to happen: someone else to have an experience because I was a little timid, or I wanted to read what the experts were saying on it. So I waited for the iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3 to come out while I was having my BlackBerry problems and watching other people talk about how great the phone was. Analysts were writing about how great the phone was. So I wasn't even an early adopter. I wasn't part of the 13.5% that waited for the iPhone 2 and 3. I came out with my first iPhone was the iPhone 5. I wanted to read as many articles as I could, listen to as many people say how great it was. So I was the early majority, but people are just like me. You're probably just like me. 2.5% of people will jump on board, but eventually as they start to see what other people are experiencing and is it in line with what they want, then the timing is right for them. And the late majority will jump on board because nobody wants to be left out. And the laggards, they just don't care about anything anyway. But now let's talk about the blue curve, because where these 2 curves intersect is what is important for you to understand. It's this thing called momentum. Well, the company has to get to momentum. In the beginning phases, when the companies lean on money, lean on experience, lean on customer base, they have to go by what is available. Do people want what they have? It's all supply and demand. If they make it through the first 10 years, and 95% of companies don't. Let me say that again. 95% of companies don't make it past the first 10 years. We just had our 10th year, and our 10th year was the best year ever. And so far, the quarter of our 11th year, the first quarter, has been the best quarter ever. So everything is going in the right direction because of how I started talking about this slide. People want better health and they want to work from home and create and be their own boss. We provide both. Here's the question for you. Where are we in the timing of our company? If you see where that purple asterisk is, that's where momentum starts, which is where 80% of the opportunity to get involved in, and 80% of the benefit comes. We're not even there yet.
Mm.
We just had our best year ever, and we're literally the best kept secret in this industry, where you see early. So right now is the perfect timing for you if you want to be your own boss and make your own money, and you know people that would like to purchase products to help them with their health. That's really what you're looking at. So how do you get involved? We call it fast tracking with a pack. Getting involved with low startup, unbelievable high income potential, because everybody in the world makes 2 resolutions every year. We're on the 7th day, unfortunately, of the new year. Many of you have made resolutions to feel better, be better, and make more money. So is the rest of the world. And we address both of those. So how people get involved is one of 2 ways. People get involved with our gold pack, which is $650 plus tax. And it's the startup kit that comes with it. It's not all of our products. It's the most popular products, and it also comes with free training. These are for people that want an additional income stream, but are still passionate about their careers. For people that are looking to make CEO type money, they join us in what we call our Platinum Pack for $1,250 with almost $2,000 of product alone, all of our products actually, and training that comes with it too for just $1,250. But what both packs come with, which is what I'm the most excited about, is the assets that you see on the right. The corporate structure. All of the C-suite executives are working for you. The production facilities, the quality control and shipping, so you're not making home deliveries and you're not concocting your own products. Isn't that awesome? Customer service, website, IT. So you have a self-replicating website and an app in the IT department to keep it looking awesome and working great. Advertising, marketing, legal, and compliance. Legal and compliance is necessary when you've got consumable products. And we also have accounting and events and promotions. All of that is taken care of with the investment of $650 or $1,250. So that's how you get started. But most questions people ask us, how do I make money? Show me the money. Well, most people they know people that are looking to improve upon their health. That will be your network of consumers when you share this information with them. And you also know people that are looking to make extra money, either as a side hustle or to replace their income. That's your network of distributors when you share the information with them and let them decide. But the pay comes in 2 ways. Weekly, like we're used to. For anyone who's ever had a job, you're already used to that model. You share some information, people join your business, you get paid, and we start to help you get more profitable. Launch bonuses and things of that nature. But we also get paid monthly. This is the residual nature of this. And as Marci alluded to earlier, the ex-network marketers have the complaint that I tried that and nobody helped me. It's a valid concern. We have something called the generational matching bonus to overcome that. If you incentivize people to work together with finances, they do it. Not just for the enrollment bonus that everybody gets in every company, but a percentage of all the sales that come into their business. 10% of the money they make, you get matched to you by the company for your personals, and 4 generations of 5%, totaling 30%. But it goes way beyond that. Elite bonuses, the top 4 ranks of our company share in 4% of global revenue every single month. So not just your own organization, but every product sold in all 19 of those countries that you saw previously, you get a 4% share of that when you get to the top rank. It's a way to make the playing field level and let everybody go to the top that wants to. And my favorite for people is what we call our My LifeVantage program. $25,000 free gifts just for building your business. Like Jeeps and $25,000 checks and shopping sprees and Rolexes and Harleys, and take your pick. We've got 9 different $25,000 gift options as thank yous for building your business. But here's the question often people ask, how far can I take this? Now, before I get into this, I want to remind you, we are publicly traded. LFVN is our ticker, and as such, this is a legally binding document. So the third column, left to right, called monthly average, we're going to tell you down to the dollar what the average distributors are making in our company. Making, not hypothetical or theoretical, what they're actually making. From $12 a month for our distributors down to $123,000 per month plus for our executive master PROTANDIM. So let's just talk about some realistic numbers, because I'm sure you know that anybody can be average, right? You know people that can benefit from this. Let's take a look at the Pro 3. The first line you see there in blue, $636 per month on average, or a little less than $8,000 per year. What would that do to the average American family, in your opinion? Working part-time. This is a part-time deal following a system. Most people can accomplish that in less than a year. How about take the next blue line? $2,922 per month on average for our Pro 5s. Most can do this in 2 years or less working part-time. What would an extra $35,000 raise be like coming into the average American family or the average of any family? That's amazing. It's life-changing, and anybody can do it. Marci and I have been able to build a Pro 9 business in the last 10 years, and we're just getting started because it's not it. We're not doing this for us. We're doing this for you guys. And the more of you we can help get to whatever number in that column resonates with you. In fact, here's the challenge. You may be thinking, oh, this sounds too good to be true. It's not. It's legit. Just pick a number in that column that you would need to make that amount of money to even entertain this. And then get back to the person who invited you here, and we'll show you exactly how to do it following a proven system. But I want to address the other thing Marci talked about. Only the people at the top make all the money. Not in this company. I want you to look at the second to the last column on the right, total annual payout, and look right in the middle. 8 million, 11 million, 8 million, 6 million, 7 million. The majority of the money paid out by our company is in the middle ranks of this company, which means the average person, not the rock stars at the top who have, experience from other companies. Anybody can do this. They just have to follow the system. That's the key ingredient, and you can make crazy money like this too.
All right, guys. So now that you've learned this information, this opportunity with LifeVantage, we want to talk about your lifeline options, or how about your pension plan? Do you have one of those things? Well, most of us were taught the traditional plan, to where you go to school, you get a job or a career, and you work for somebody else for 40 to 50 hours on average, most of the time more, every single week for over 40 to 50 years, earning an income while you're helping somebody else build their dream, hoping that at the end of that time period, you're going to have some years left to live the life that you've dreamt of. Well, how about this LifeVantage lifeline that we're offering you? Okay, so you still have to get a job, you still have to pay your bills, but what if you make an additional choice starting right now? It doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you're 18, how old you are. If you decide to add in LifeVantage, this opportunity in building a leveraged income, working with a group of people that have been doing it themselves, and work hard in your part-time efforts for the next 5 or 10 years to accomplish the goal that you set on the last slide, the income disclosure statement, think about it. The time's going to pass anyway. And at the end of that 10 years time, you're able to stop working for someone else, or do it because you love doing it, not because you have to, because you've been earning while you've been learning this LifeVantage business, so that at the end of the 10 years, you can then live the rest of your life doing what you want to do, with who you want to do it, where you want to do it, no matter what the cost is, because you've done the work. Doesn't that sound so much better, having the rest of your life to live it the way that you want to because you've built your dream? Well, that's what we're offering you. But just keep in mind, never depend on a single source of income. As with my example, at any time, something can happen to take it away from you. But always keep in mind that it does take an investment of your time, effort. It takes work to build a leveraged income, and an investment to get started to create the second source. But why not do it with a company that believes this, that we can make the world a better place? We're not just focused on the individual and helping individuals build leveraged income. We're looking to bring smiles to the dark places of the world. These are just some of the organizations that we've partnered with over the past 10 years, helping others have smiles where they weren't able to before. Or how about a roof over their head? We're currently partnered with Families Helping Families, where we raise money throughout the year. Then at the end of the year, go down to Puerto Penasco or Rocky Point, Mexico, to help build the homes for people that would never be able to have their own home. If you've ever wanted to be part of something bigger than yourself, this just very well may be what you've been looking for. So guys, we are so happy that you spent this time with us tonight on the first Tuesday of 2020. We thank you for that. And now we just ask you, please go back to the person that invited you to see this information and thank them, because it did take courage for them to invite you to see this opportunity. And then be honest with them. Let them know on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you fall? One, absolutely. You are ready to get started being a biohacker and using these amazing nutrigenomic products today. They can help you get set up on a personalized shopping cart. Or you're on the other end of the spectrum, you're a 10. You want to get started being a biohacker and sharing this information with others, building your leveraged income. Get started and we can start helping with training immediately. On top of that, if you don't see yourself falling within either of those, the range, that's okay. This isn't for everybody, but anybody that you have thought about during this presentation, they need to hear what you just heard. For one reason or another, you thought of them.
Yes.
Whether it's products or it's an additional stream of income, please just share their information with the person that invited you to see it so that they can also extend the invitation to them. So again, thank you so much, guys, for spending this time with us.
Yeah, and capitalize on the time. It's the 7th of January, brand new year. And what we know to be true is every year at this time of year, there's people that are working on their New Year's resolutions. And number one and number two, every year, interchangeable, are better health and better financial security. But there's another date, the 17th of January, is called National Ditch New Year's Resolutions Day.
Ooh.
It's the official day where people give up on their New Year's resolutions, not because they didn't have intentions of seeing them through, they just didn't find ways of accomplishing better health and better finances in the first 17 days, such that we've actually created a holiday or a special day to ditch your New Year's resolution. So that's 10 days from now. Here's the challenge. Whether this is for you or not, there's people, and the 7th starts, the first weekend, people are already taking their foot off the gas pedal and already settling in for what a lot of people are going to do in 10 days, which is give up on their New Year's resolutions. Don't give up on the people that are almost ready to give up. Give them this. It could be the bridge that changes everything from that for them. And this year, 2020, could be the year where they get that financial security, they get their health back, and it could be all because of you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you more than we can express, and we're so blessed and honored to be doing this with you. Please join us if you can, and if you have any questions, get back to the person who invited you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless.